Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I have a really fun video for you today. It's a collaboration with Kelsie McGraw. She is actually a friend of mine back from Alaska, and we reconnected over YouTube makeup videos, of course, and we're going to do a holiday look collaboration. She's going to be doing one that's more focused on the eyes because that is her forte. She's phenomenal. I'll have it linked below. And I did one that was more focused on the lips, a little bit of a twist to a classic holiday look. You see a lot of crisp black wing liners and shimmery eyes and bright, bold, classic red lips, which is gorgeous. But I wanted to have a look that was equally as glamorous, but just a little bit different. So I went ahead and did a brown smoked liner, put on some lashes to really focus on the lashes, and went with more of a cranberry tone lip. Some neutral color to the cheeks, stronger eyebrows. I love it. I think it turned out great. I'd love to wear this out for a Christmas party or any kind of holiday date night. At the start of the video, you'll notice my foundation's already on just to kind of speed up the process. I wanted to do something that had a really natural finish to the skin, so I used my Neutrogena Nourishing Longwear foundation. Then I went ahead and highlighted with a lighter concealer down the bridge of my nose, middle of the forehead, spot on the cheekbone here, a little bit of the chin, just to add that extra dimension to the face. And then I powdered and I sprayed it all with Max Fix Plus to add that glow. I really want this look to have a really warm, blended, cozy feel to it. So keep on watching. You'll see how I finish the eyes and the lips. I have some tips for long wear lip color throughout the night that applies to any kind of lipstick. This look can obviously be done more if you want. You can add some liner to the lower waterline, add some high shine gloss to the lips. Really, the great thing about this look is it's versatile, so you can dress it up a little more, or if you're more simple, dress it down a little more, and it can still have that great holiday vibe to it. So thanks for watching. Make sure to check out Kelsie's video because she did a great job, and I hope you enjoy both of them. If you're watching this video from her channel, then hi, welcome to my channel. I hope you subscribe and enjoy my videos, and keep watching to see how I achieve this look. Thanks! Alright, so getting right start on the eyes, we're going to go in with a cool tone, mid-tone brown. We're going to take that right in the crease, not being too precise by any means, obviously just on a big fluffy brush here, blending that in and out in the crease, bring it a little higher and a little lower. I'm going to dab in with that same brown just again and kind of go out in that outer half of the crease and deepen it a little bit. So then we're going to go in with Honey Lust from MAC, so we're talking a pretty bronzy gold with some glitter in it. I'm going to take this just right on our ring finger and pop that right on the eyelid, starting right in the center. Blending a little bit towards the outer and inner corners, but keeping it right on the lid. Okay, do that to each side. Using your finger to apply it like this without even using any kind of fixing spray does just give it a more concentrated feel, which just adds that extra step to a still neutral eye. Moving with that same brush, this is the easiest eye look ever. Just blending that edge the slightest bit, back and forth, and that's set. So going in with the finer brush now, this is actually just an eyebrow brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to take that same cool toned mid-tone brown, run that right along the lower lash line. Straight up to that inner corner. Don't be afraid to let that come a little lower. The beauty of this look is it's essentially impossible to mess it up because it's so well blended. Just take that same brush, that same gold color, pop that right instead of the inner corner, right in that center lower lash line. This is just going to accentuate the roundness to the eyes. If you feel like your eyes are particularly very round already, you don't want to do this, you can go ahead and take this color into the inner corner instead, and it'll still have a gorgeous effect. And like I said, same with that brown, don't be afraid to let that come down a little bit farther than you might normally. Okay. So going in with a champagne shade, not too shimmery. I'm going to pop that right in the inner corner. As you can see, I'm using that same brush, which is just going to help with the blending effect overall. The whole vibe to this look, as far as the eyes and face are concerned, is kind of going to be that candlelit by the fireside evening kind of feel, as if everything is just this warm glow. Very flattering kind of look. Taking that same highlight color, popping that right on the brow bone. Bringing it down just a little bit. Because this highlight color is not too intense, just the champagne highlighter from Tarte, we're able to put it over a larger area on the brow bone without having it look like too crazy of a highlight. Okay, so essentially that is the eyeshadow look. I'm going to go in with some brown eyeliner now. Starting on the inner corner, I'm just securing my eyelid. I'm not going to be pulling it taut at all. Just securing the eyelid. Running one line across the top of the way, almost all the way into the inner corner, stopping just short. And do not worry about this being a little bit messy, keeping it thicker at the outer corner. Going to go in with a precise angled brush and blending that just the slightest bit. Let's go ahead and move to the brows now. Taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz, I'm going to brush them out a little bit and fill them in. I'm going to go for a fairly defined look for my brows today, to transform the whole look into something that is more pulled together and more night-like, considering that the eyes are of more simple and blended vibe. Okay, so with the brows on, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with my lashes on, and before we move on to face and lips, if you haven't already lathered your lips with chapstick, now would be the time to do it, just so they're moisturized really well before we go ahead and make them the focus of the entire look. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add in some bronzer right now. I'm going to lean more towards a warmer tone bronzer with less harsh contouring, so I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Deep. I'm going to take it on my e.l.f. Stiffle brush and add it to my cheeks as if it was almost contour, almost bronze effect at the same time. So we're going to head and hit the top of my temples and sides of my face a little bit as well. Concentrating a little bit of it in the hollows of my cheekbone there. Wiping towards the ear and of course under the jawbone, just to keep everything flowing together well. Same on the other side. Now using a bronzer like this really gives a very natural warmth to the face, but it also adds that subtle contour because you did add it right in the cheekbones there. With just whatever left on the brush, unless you want to do particular nose contouring, just going to run that on the sides of my nose as well, and right under the chin. Whatever is left, even more so down the neck. Okay. And now for cheeks it kind of depends. If you know you're going to gravitate towards a more neutral look, my favorite kind of blush to add with this would be really more of a red toned one. So it kind of looks like you just came inside from running around in the snow all day like when we were kids, and you're just naturally flushed with that bright red cheek. If, however, like myself, you're going to go for a bolder look, I tend to gravitate towards more peachy or neutral toned blushes. I'm actually going to be using two today. One is completely peachy and, called Peach. It's from Korres. And another one is actually more of kind of a blueberry tone, but very soft, and so it will blend in very well. And this is from Tarte, and it is called Exposed. So the combination of these two, I'm going to take the peach one first. Taking this on an Eco Tools powder brush. This peach brush is going to go more right on the apples of the cheeks. and then blend it outward. This one is a very subtle blush, and it's going to work great to just give the face some more color without competing with the color of the lips. So blending that back towards the ears as well. And then second, I'm going to go in with that exposed blush from Tarte on that same brush and kind of work that one right above where we put the bronzer, so right kind of on that, right above the hollows of the cheeks, to almost add a second contour with the brush in a very subtle way. That's how you're really going to make your look very cohesive, by having it done step by step and blending together. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to lips. First step is to blot off any chapstick you have on. Because here's the deal. While I could line, then lipstick, then lip gloss my lips, for myself at least, if I'm going out, I know I'm going to be eating. I am a foodie, and it's really a huge hassle to me, especially if I'm going for a statement lip, to have that much product on my lip that I know is transferring all over the place. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I swear I get it on the bottom of my chin as well. It just turns into a huge mess. So I'm going to go through the technique that I use to really use any kind of lip product into a stain. And then you can build up enough so you really have that bold lip, but it is more stained onto the lips, so you're not going to be painting the whole bottom half of your face with it. So I'm going to be going for more of a cranberry tone, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. A classic red really is classic, and if that's where you want to go with it, by all means do. I'm going to be taking Cranberry from Bite Cosmetics. I'm going to start using a little lip brush. Okay, and then once you have the base layer on, I'm going to take a tissue again and blot them again. What that's going to do when you take off that extra product, that's really going to push that color into your lips, which is going to start that stain action that we're looking for. What you're left with is that color that is stained on your lips, so when we go in with that second layer, it's not going to interrupt the first layer. So now we can go in with it again. If you want to take your brush, you can do that again. If you want to take it straight from the bullet, you can do that. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my finger. The last step for the base of the lip color is I'm going to take a tissue a third time. We're going to take a translucent powder. I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay translucent powder. So you're going to take one layer of that tissue, take any kind of small brush, dab it in that powder, place the tissue right over your lips, and powder over your lips above the tissue, like so. So what that's going to do is that powder is going to set the lips, but since it worked through the tissue, you're not going to get that any kind of color transfer from the powder or any kind of powderiness onto the lips. It just worked to pick up any extra oil that were on your lips to let the products really seep in even stronger. Now what I would do throughout the night to keep that color there but to not feel as obligated to have to go run in front of a mirror to precisely apply it is I'm probably just going to take a colored chapstick of that same color range, and I have one here from Burt's Bees in the color Rose, which if you look here, it transfers color that's of that same color family but very sheerly, so I can reapply this throughout the night without having to look at it to still keep my lips a more vibrant focus of the face. As a finishing touch, I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and work the way right around the lips just to make the lip line even more precise and really kind of draw your eye to the lips. Okay, now if you want to finish up with a gloss, that's up to you. I think I'm going to leave it here. I love the look. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I really appreciate you watching. I've had a blast putting this look together. It's been a lot of fun to do this collaboration, and I really appreciate you watching and supporting me. If you want to go ahead and comment what your favorite Christmas look is down below, or give me a thumbs up, it's so appreciated. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.